Okay. Awesome. Things are going good. Going good. Alright. Alright. We're here. It's like the pondling, and those are not the notes I want. Find the right notes. Okay, so we're gonna open here. Welcome, if you're here, to the first ever Dungeon and Chill broadcast. We're making a couple of randomly generated dungeons off of some tables I made, and then we'll be constructing them in a map maker app. But first we need to get our generation stuff. Now you'll see this massive stack of, a lot of these are things that I've worked on over the years. If I can find the correct, what do I call it? Problem is, there we go, the dungeon generator. If people really are after this, I'll put it down in the description or whatever. This is the dungeon generator app. So, let's break it down. I've got a basic theme. That is what kind of dungeon we're building. Caves, mine, temple, tower, forest, ship, manor, sewers, crypt, school, palace, underwater ruins, farm, a theater, a store, a guild building, a classic dungeon, a factory, a workshop, a castle, or fortress. And then 20 is my choice. This is the next, for 1d12, I roll which kind of creatures I populate it with. I don't want to just throw random monsters in there. I want to give it a little bit of consistency across the board in what I choose. So that's why there's the d12 roll. You know what? Better do this where we can see. Let's get a dice roller. Virtual. You can follow along on the. Let's do it this way. Yeah, that works a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna move it to closer to. There we go. So there's our dungeon. How many rooms? So, yeah, I want to keep a consistent monster theme throughout. I don't want it to just be, oh look, you're gonna fight a dog, and then you're gonna fight an ooze, and then you're gonna fight a goblin, or 5 rooms of zombies, and your boss is a dragon. It's not internally consistent. It doesn't make sense. A rule I have about the world is you gotta make sense in the world. And I think that's an important rule for anybody who's designing, is your dungeon can't just, oh, there's a dungeon. It needs to be, well, who built the dungeon? Why did they build it? It's got to be a who and a why. It's a who built it, why did they build it, what purpose did they have when they built it originally? Like, that's why there's things like palace and school and temple on here, because nobody builds structures for no reason. And I'm fully aware that there are things called follies that are pretty much that. There are pretty much that are follies for no reason at all. But I don't know, man. I like it when mine have internal consistency. So yeah. So once we have our basic layout and our type of monsters, we're going to see how many rooms do we have, the party level, any hidden entrances, any traps, how many total encounters, And then last but not least, how many puzzles. So, it's fairly simple. We're going to be building 3 dungeons during the stream. And then we'll be switching over to... So, we'll be on the browser for a bit, and then we'll switch over to the map making program. I'll be keeping track of this on a piece of paper myself, but you can track, or if you want to, build along. I'd love to see what you build. Currently none of you, but maybe someone will find this in the future and do a dungeon and filled string. Alright, so let's roll 1d20. Oh, I don't need that one. So roll it again. 10. So our first is our first one is going to be a abandoned school. Abandoned school. I say abandoned because it's obviously it's going to be abandoned. The first one is going to be a school. So we know it's going to have classrooms, probably a library. Yeah, this was a place of learning back in the day. So, what monsters have infested this ancient school? Do it again. Here we go. 4. What has infested is fey creatures. Creatures of fairy have infested the school. That's interesting. Maybe it was built near. Maybe the school was in a town near the forest, and the forest swallowed up the school, and now there are fairies now living in the school. Alright. Let's see. How many rooms are we dealing with? So, 2d6. 7 chambers. There are 7 rooms in the school. Nice. Level party. Our party's level is going to be 1d20. Level 4. So there are going to be some creatures we can't use and some creatures we can use at level 4. Okay. So are we going to have any hidden entrances or things? That is an even number. No. No hidden entrances. Hidden rooms in this. Nice. Alright. Let's see. Do we got traps? Yeah, there are some traps. There are traps. And how many total fighty encounters do we have? 2d6. 5. 5 total encounters. Okay. And last, are we going to have any puzzles? Yeah, puzzles. Yeah, puzzles. Now, I can use any die for this because it's Steven's odds roll, but the d20 makes it fun. 16. Alright. 16 says yes. Yes, there's at least one puzzle. Okay. That's dungeon number 1. Okay. Let's do it all over again. So, I said we're going to do 3. So, we're going to do, if we're going to do 3, we're going to do 3. Cool. We don't need... Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, so I was trying to capture the browser, and I was trying to capture the window of the browser at the window of the Chrome at the same time. So it was trying to do the double capture, and it really wasn't working well. So it was bogging down the screen. That's why it was stuttering, even though, well, and I have a potato computer. I'm just running this off of my basic laptop. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's keep doing this. So our second one, 17. Factory or workshop? So likely we're going to have one large, like, assembly room, a number of smaller rooms for storage, maybe a warehouse area. So all of those have to kind of be put in mind when designing. So what has taken over the factory? Oh, wrong die. 12. Alright. 4. We just did, Faye. Let's roll it again. 2. Animals. So some kind of natural creatures. So things like wolves and bears and things like that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab let's grab what we got? Nope, wrong one. Alright, so let's do the rooms. Five rooms. What level is our party? What level are we designing for? We're designing for a level 12 party. So, some higher level characters. Alright. Let's roll for... Let's do the hidden entrance roll. Nine. So that's a yes. So one or more rooms are hidden behind something. Could be a wall, a door, something's hiding part of this factory from the rest of the world. Okay, let's see what else we got. Traps roll. 17 on the traps roll. Means that there are traps. Now, notice I said this is randomly generated, not AI generated. There's no AI involved in this. I'm doing this by myself as a human being. Alright, how many fights we get into? 7 fights, we only have 5 rooms. Let's roll it again. I guess 5 fights. So there's gonna be a fight in every room. Alright, and then let's go do the puzzle roll. We'll just do 1d6 for this. All we need is a die. Doesn't matter what we use for it. Eva's odds are their puzzles. 5 says no puzzles. Okay. So that is dungeon number 2, a factory or workshop that is infested by animals, has 5 rooms, is for level 12 party, has a hidden area, has traps, has 5 rooms, but doesn't have any puzzles. Okay. Last one before we actually get to the destruction part. 11. So it is a palace, which means we have likely treasuries and throne rooms and other fancy people things. Fancy people, other trappings of royalty. That's what I meant to say. Fancy people things, my butt. Okay, let's see what has taken over the palace. 2. I think that's animals, and we've done animals already. So let's see if we get something we haven't done. 6. Humans. Humanoids. So humanoids also includes so maybe we are retaking the palace from an enemy force. Maybe the king has approached the party and is like, recently there was a coup in my kingdom. I need you to be the ones to go in and clean up my party. Clean it up so I can reclaim it. Let's see how many rooms the palace has. And we really have a lot of latitude when it comes to rooms. When it comes to humanoids. 6. We could do a 6-room. We could do a 6-room palace. Yeah, roll it one more time. Okay, it really wants us to do 6 rooms. Alright. What level is our party going to be to retake this palace? 1 through 20. Max level! Ooh, okay. So we're probably fighting off swarms and Uh, yeah, we're doing we're fighting off some big bads. We're fighting off some serious heavy hitters here. Okay, good to know. Max level. All right. I mean, at level 20, no matter what system we're building for, it's kind of pointless to do hidden entrances. So we're just gonna say no, because they're gonna be so good at sussing them out. Now, for the entrances, we'll still do traps, encounters, and puzzles. Let's roll for traps. 3. Alright, and there are traps. How many encounters are there going to be in this castle of 7 encounters? Well, we could do maybe some outside, like on the approach into the castle. So, yeah, let's do 7 encounters. Or we could do some encounters in waves. Alright, and are there any puzzles involved in this? Let's see if there's any puzzles. There are puzzles. Okay. So now we just have to build them. This music. Let's switch to something else. Let's switch music track, shall we? There we go. Got some jazz going on. Okay. Nice. Ba-doo-ba-dum. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna chill on the music page, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the RPG, the map maker program I use. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Okay. Alright, we're going to, once I can find good old OBS here. We're going to sorry, it's taking a minute. I'm doing this live. We're doing it live, boys and girls. We're doing it live. We're going to do that. Okay. Cool. I think, is it captured? Let me Okay. Alright, there we go. I switched. Okay, so this is, I think it's just called RPG Map Maker, if I'm being completely honest. I'll turn off full screen. I don't need necessarily full screen on for this. Okay. I think I found it on itch.io. I don't know for certain. I don't remember. I've had this for a while. Now, it's not the fanciest of programs. It does have its flaws. So here, I can build walls. I can erase or move things. I can add in objects, blocks, windows, doors, fences, rocks, dirt, paths, trees, bushes. I can add in icons or custom images. Make pools of water, lava, or poison. Can add in things like stone, wood texture. Add in stairs. Add in light sources. Label rooms. So it's a powerful little program for what all it can do. Okay, I've got version 16.2. RPG Web Editor 2 created by a guy by the name of Sebastian Bernard. So shout out to Sebastian. It is a very simple, and I've been using it for, like I said, it's very simple, very easy to use. I've been using it for a while now. So let's go start building the abandoned school building. Now, when I substitute taught, oh yeah, that's something I've done in my life. I've been a substitute teacher. Most schools we built, were in at least roughly a square shape. So we're going to go ahead and start with a square. So we'll say that this is the outer fence of the school here. And then we're going to go ahead and put in a door here and a door there. Cool beans. Oh, that's just one giant door. Alright, so I go ba-doop, and then I go ba-doop, and then I go boop. Okay, so those are the gates into the school. So probably we're gonna go inside of the main. This part here, I think this is grass here. You better be grass. So this is all grass. Yeah, that's grass. We'll go grass there. And then we'll go, say, grass behind the building. So, or we could why don't we take up some of that space with the grass? So let's go ahead and make our building, instead of being a basic square, we're gonna make it an L-shaped building. That's fair. So we'll go up. Whoop. We'll go over here. I'm keeping the walls fairly thin. Let's go up here. Let's make the walls come back here. And then come up back here. And then just get rid of this wall here. We don't need you. You can go away. Nope, I did not mean to put a wall there. Ah! Let's get rid of that wall. I am not an expert map maker. Okay, cool. Cool. Coolieth beanieth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting somewhere. Alright, here. And whatever else you call yourself. Ladies and gentlemen. My God, what are you? Erase ground textures. That's what I want to do. I want to just... So that way I can just delete the ground texture without putting in the walls I put in. So let's do... There we go. Okay. So this is our basic school layout for the abandoned school. So right now we just have walls. So we need to build 7 rooms in this building. 7 rooms or chambers. Okay. Let's go ahead and go ahead and get rid of this grass that it seems somehow made its way into our building. We don't need that. Okay, there we go. So we have a lot of space to work with. So each one of these is a 5-foot square. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I think there's actually a measuring tool. I think there is a measure tool. Yeah. So from here to... So 39 blocks by... Now! I need to undo that. There we go. I want to do measuring. So we have 39 blocks by about... So this area here is 21 blocks. This part is 10 blocks. So this would be 50 feet, approximately, if we're going by the 1 square is 5 foot rule, which is the typical way that you do it in an RPG. So if we go out, so this is fairly large. Yeah. And I need to stop placing doors everywhere. Okay. Alright, cool. So, we got a lot of space to work with. We now need to figure out how to break this area into 7 rooms. Alright, so we're going to make this into seven smaller chambers or rooms. Now, they don't have to be equal size. It's probably, in fact, best... Now. No. Okay, now. Okay, now hold on. No, I messed up. I messed it up. Okay, let's go ahead and put the wall back in. I am so stupid. Okay, so let's put the wall back in where we want it to go. Okay. So these are the walls. So, front gates. So probably the front doors are going to be somewhere right about the same distance away. So probably here and here are the front doors of the school. Did it put in a break like I wanted to? Yes, it did. Okay. They're not equal though, so I need to fix that. Door. We'll go 2, 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3. And we'll put we'll say there's like a little divider between. So it's got like those doors that have there's 2 doors. You come up there and there's 2 doors with a little bit of wall in between. We'll just do that. We'll say it's that way. Cause I'm having trouble getting it to do. So that is pretty good. Let me go ahead and fix this area here. Yeah, there we go. Now, gonna put the wall in here. If you right click, it's going to erase what you put in. You right click, if you hold it down and right click it, it's going to just remove what you did already. Okay, so this is the school building. Now, 7 chambers for level 4 party, no hidden entrances. Yes, there's traps. Factual encounters. So, we are going to need something to mark where you're, as DM, you're going to need something to. We got. So we'll say that. Okay, nice. We've got some furniture here. Let's do a star. Let's do an X where we put a trap. Okay, yeah. So we'll put a trap on one of the front doors. So. Cancel, okay. Okay. So we'll say that little X there represents a trap on the doors. We can figure out what trap it is later. But we'll just say trap. Let's go ahead and put a path from the doors here. And we'll do it so like this. So it's not quite. There we go. When you're doing a path like that, you don't want it to be completely perfect. You want it to look like. I think this is something that you want it to see how it's like. It looks there's some grass over part of it, so that I'm trying to give it the feel that it's overgrown, that no one has been here in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the inside of the school is wood. Is wood floors. Just make it easy to do. Bam, bam. Wood floors. Okay, so there should be wood flooring there. I took it a little too far. Okay, so right there. So we'll say this is the wood. This wood flooring is the school. What's inside the school? Okay. Now,
point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your
business. Blah 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 blah
fast
blah.
and secure way to take payments in person.
Dang YouTube! All right, so we're gonna say we're gonna break off an area right here.
Yep, that too. Want one place to
and we'll
manage
put in a chamber, a second room here.
That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses
Put in a door here.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/YouTube
Put in a smaller door here.
Shopify.com/YouTube audio.
Put in double doors here and here. Now, the idea being that this was the cafeteria where the students went to eat. So let's go ahead and put in, so we'll say some of the benches are still there. So we'll put in, so we'll say these are the remaining benches. So, and we'll put windows in here, and we'll put like some big windows here and here, so the kids can look out at the surrounding. And we'll put a window here in the kitchen for ventilation. So this is the kitchen area back here, and we're gonna put. So we'll say this is where the stove and stuff is, and we'll say that this was. Stove and food storage was in here. This is where the counter where they prepped food was, and then this is where they brought the food out for the kids. The kids was out here. So that's 2 rooms done. Now probably that wouldn't be so. Probably. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put. Let's put a room here. So near the cafeteria, and so it makes sense that in this area we'll go ahead and put. We'll say this was the headmaster or leader or whoever he was. The person who directed the school. We'll say this was his. Office. the school office was here. So, and I don't know what to put down here. We'll just say this is kind of like an open area. Alright, so we'll go ahead and divide up. That's 1, 2, 3 rooms. We need 7. So we'll say this runs down to here. Oop, down to here. Over to here. So we're just going to break this into, so we'll say down this area. So in here we'll say that this was the supply closet where they stored, we'll say this is where they stored school supplies. The janitor's closet was in here. If we're going medieval fantasy, there probably wasn't a... So probably we're going to put some more windows. So that we'll see these are all classrooms. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, I should probably... Let's go ahead and... I don't have to follow the guide. I know I just said follow the guide, and I'm not doing that. If you think that your map needs more space, more rooms to make it work, make it feasible, so we'll say some more classrooms back in here as well. Put one here. Put a couple here. So these would all be classrooms. Oh, except this one's now inaccessible. So let's erase this wall here and bring this one down here, and then we'll break this one, get rid of this wall, make this one a little larger than that one. Okay, maybe, yeah, bring this one down, yeah, right here. Okay, so this one, so these would all be classrooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 classrooms, the headmaster's room, the cafeteria, kitchen room, 6. I think I should count this as one area, and then 7. So we have 7 areas, including the hallway. So now we need to finish tweaking it. All right, so let's go ahead and I broke the floor there when I took that out. So let's put the floor back in. Let's go ahead and put some doors in here. Say there's one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. There we go. So those are the classrooms. The classrooms are probably going to be mostly the same inside. Now, what you could do is there's probably some windows that have probably been boarded up. So put a window here, probably one here to look out whatever's on that side of the building. That is your discretion. And then here. Now if we're medievalish, probably realistically one of these would be a bathroom. If you want to go more mod. But in medieval era, they didn't have bathrooms. They had privies and outhouses. So let's go ahead and put in. So these are. So these will be the privies outside. One for men. One for boys. One for girls. And those would be wood on the inside. Wood on the inside. And with the door. So these would be the privies leading into the, so this would be the two outhouses here. Okay, back kitchen door, headmaster's office. Put some windows in. How are we doing, people? We dungeoning and chilling? Alright. Cool. This is pretty chill music, I gotta say. Alright, this should be the shelf for the storage. These would be the storage shelves in here. Okay, I will say, because I now have to figure something out. Something happened there, that's weird.
Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun.
As I was using YouTube for background music. So we're gonna mark that.
Family can spend it on their favorite Apple services.
So there, we'll say, there's the puzzles to get into the president, the headmasters. If you want to access the president's files, there will say the cabinet's locked and you need to solve the puzzle to get in there, which probably provide more context clues as to why the Fae infested this building in the first place. Now, because it is Fae in nature, we probably should make it seem a little overgrown. So maybe some small plants start growing through some of the cracks of the floorboards. So probably some in here. Maybe a few in here. Maybe like a couple in here. So, and then maybe like some grass has come up through. Like in here. In here. Come up through the foundation and is now like growing up through the floorboards. Some in here, some in here, some in here. Okay, there we go, and maybe some in the kitchen here. Now, where do we want to put? So we still have to put in our encounters. So 5 encounters. So probably we'll use this character thingy as the encounter. So probably 1 encounter here. Probably an encounter here in here. Probably something in here. 1, 2, 3. Said 5. We'll put 1 in this classroom, and we'll put 1 in this classroom. We'll say the other classrooms are empty except for any items you want to put in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As to what they are, well, we'd have to look at that. We'll have to look at that. Now, when you're running a dungeon, what you want to do is you want to use related but slightly different monsters. So you don't want to use like 5,000 goblins, for instance. So, I think, so that is the basic map done. So when did we start working on this thing? Well, according to good old Obs, I have been streaming for about an hour at this point. We still have 2 to do. My time is getting towards supper. So, now when it comes to monsters, now I just put the encounters in there. I said this is where I want encounters, basically. Well, I didn't specify what I want to do. But I think that looks pretty good. I like how it came out. And then what you want to do if you want to show this to your use this on your battle map, what you want to do. Here, I'll show you the process of what I would do. Now you can save it as a JSON file. You can actually put light sources in here too, if you want. So there's one in here like that. If you wanted to put like light sources, you can do that too. So we'll say there is pretend. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this. And we'll save it as old school. So then, let me show you how you could use it better for your players if you want to show it. So you could show them as this the JSON map. You can import it into your map making programs, into your virtual tabletop. Bam, you can use this map as is. But you can also do this. Export it as a PNG, export image, save it as old school building. So it's a slight different. Old school building.png. So then what you want to do is open up your handy dandy editing software. And I'm going to use GIMP for this, GNU Image Manipulation Program. Good old GIMP. GIMP has been around for quite a while. I've used it off and on for, oh God, like 10 years at this point. Come on. GIMP is being stubborn. It is refusing to load. So while GIMP loads, and we'll come back to the old school building here after a bit. While GIMP loads, let's go ahead and start on the factory. Okay. So we're going to use the same basic size template. Now we could make it a little bigger or smaller, so we want to make it more square. We could do that. And that sounds like a good idea. Let's make it a little more of a rectangular shape. Okay, GIMP 2.10 is loading. Awesome sauce. So we're going to go ahead and just we're going to throw up a basic shape for the factory. We're going to use the same walls as we did last time. And you do kind of want to use the square walls. So we're just going to throw up factories tend to be giant rectangles anyways. So all right. And we'll say we'll use the stone as the interior of the factory. Kind of looks tiley. Looks a little more official. All right. Okay. No. Alright, I think we're good. So we're going to go ahead and so game capture. So we're going to go ahead and hide the map program. So you should see GIMP up. So this is what you could do with your map if you want to make it a little more obscure for your players. So you want to open, so we're going to go ahead and file. Open. And we're going to go to documents because I think that's where it saved those pictures. Okay, and if we scroll down, once I skip past all my folders of junk, alright, I think it's saved as yeah, a lot of stuff in here. I am looking for a PNG. Okay, come on. Saved it, I think, as let's take a minute. Old school building.png. This is what we want. So this is the map we just made. So we're gonna go ahead and open it. So it's saved at 4:50 p.m., which is when I'm doing this recording, streaming, whatever. Okay, so you're going to want to. What you're gonna want to do is you're going to layer, new layer. Yeah. Okay. So this is our layer called hiding. This is the base of the image. We can make a new second layer called hiding. And so what we can do with this second image we can go now. Do I have a rectangle? I think so. So bulb, and then you can take the bucket and boop, fill that, and then you can take a rectangle, select that area, and then take the bucket and boop. Okay. So what we've done is we've made a second layer on top of our first. So the image, the map image, so if we switch down, so if we hide our second layer, our top layer, you see that we haven't changed any image and any elements on the actual map image itself. Because all of the changes we made were on a second higher layer above it. So now all you have is the basic outside shape with the inside blocks. And then what you can do is say you want to show. All right, we're just going to show. You can take it and then just come on. Is that the eraser tool? Eraser tool. Okay. Come on. Come on. Ah. Come on. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to mess with it. Okay. So I was trying to do stuff on the other one. Okay, so I damaged it. Okay. Control Z. Okay. So make sure you have the right layer selected, and you should be able to just. Yeah, I didn't go back far enough. Okay, I'm back too far. So now we got to refill because I messed up. Because we're doing this live. All right. Here we go. Now, make sure you have the right layer selected. So, we entered the main doors, so you can go. All you get to do is just clean up. You can go and erase everything that's not. That's in just kind of this main hallway area. It's like, okay, we enter this. And what you could do is you could make multiple versions of this image. So, okay, we have. So we're like, okay, so you enter the main hallway area. Describe, okay, you enter the main hallway area. It's partially overgrown with plants and trees. And then these, so just show, this is what you can see right now. It's just this area here. And you can go in, if you need to go in and fix it afterward, like, okay, well, they really shouldn't be able to see this area. And we're going to hide this from here. Which one we will show and this one won't seem that. So, okay, so you've got this partially, and you just erase piece by piece. So that's kind of one way to do it. Alright. And then you would, what you would do is you would save this, you would export this as a separate PNG file, or what have you. That way you can do Fog of War. I'm sure that you could automatically do Fog of War on your fancy or tabletop programs, but if you just want to do it like, hey, here's a visual of what this area looks like, you can do it that way. We're going to go into start changes. We're just doing that to show you. And we don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, and we'll go ahead and bring the map maker back. Bam. I think we're gonna take a break for now. I'm gonna stop streaming, get some supper, and then maybe we'll go finish the other part of this later. So, thanks for joining, and see